Papua Accord signed today. CISA grants KPH a license. And late Susan Karika's family calls for recognition. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Waira. Thank you for joining us. Today saw the signing ceremony of the 2025 Port Moresby Papua Accord.
The prestigious event held today saw the governors of the Papua region, including Central, Gulf, Milne Bay, Oro Western Province and NCD, gathered for the 2025 inaugural Papua Governors Dialogue under the theme Papua, Our People, Our Land, Our Future. Speaking at the event, Central Province Governor Rufino Pita highlighted the key commitments.
This signed accord shall serve as the foundation document for the Papua Governors Dialogue and its Secretariat. We will review the accord. Comprehensive review of the accord will be taken after 3 years, and the review will evaluate the accord's effectiveness, its relevance, and its alignment with evolving regional priorities.
Governor Rufino Pita acknowledged the continued support from the Marupe government, including all members of the parliament and others who were there at the event.
We support your vision, Prime Minister, for provinces as economic hubs. The Papua region stands ready to partner with the national government to make this vision a reality. As I've mentioned, we are establishing a regional secretariat. This will enable our technocrats to work with Waigani and local districts to provide clarity and direction on the way forward.
Prime Minister James Marupe also gave his remarks and also uploaded the step forward taken by the Papua governors.
I want this country not to forget at this juncture facing our 50th. Unity in diversity is our greatest strength and not our division.
Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
During the signing ceremony of the 2025 Papua Accord, held after the Papua Governors Dialogue, Prime Minister James Marupe delivered pointed commendations of past Papua leaders for laying the groundwork for today's regional cooperation and development.
Prime Minister James Marupe credited the pioneering Papuan governors and early national leaders for hardening political structures, advocating and protecting traditions amid modern governance reforms.
I want to say thank you to the great Papuan leaders at the time. Most of them from the Pangu party, some from outside, like Dame Josephine, Sir John Guys and others. I make mention of Sir Ebia Olawale, Sir Maui Kiki, Dr. Sir Ruben Tareka, Ola Rarua, to name a few. They choose national unity in our diversity.
Marupe highlighted the significance of the Papua Accord as a collective declaration of commitment and a roadmap.
And I want to thank, at this juncture, the Papuan side of our country for your great contribution to our unity thus far. Same way I've said, and I'm rephrasing him. We choose Sir Michael Thomas Somare over our own region. There were equally qualified people from the region available for leadership. But we choose Sir Michael Somare, and I quote him in his own record. For in Somare, we can find a place, a seat on his table.
He urged today's governors to honor these contributions by translating shared commitments. Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
The Special Economic Zone Authority today announced the granting of a license to the Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited to spearhead the development of the Central Province Industrial Park at Caution Bay.
The license is approved on a 12-month provisional developer license, which is expected to create employment opportunities, industrial processing, and regional development in the central province. This investment is calculated at an amount of 1.85 billion kina.
So this project is a critical project, number one, that will plug the gap of our high dependency, which is costing us a lot of money, on the steelworks that are coming from overseas.
Chairman of the board for the Special Economic Zones Authority, Dr. Lawrence Sauce, acknowledged Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited in taking lead of the project.
We would welcome partners who are looking at this to talk to the KPHL team and say what can we do in the project that you've already started. So I think there's ample space for Papua New Guinea investors in this particular Central Province Industrial Park.
Managing Director of Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited said they hope to develop more business opportunities and investment in other projects from this.
It is an investment that we are making. You can see the numbers there. We are starting off with a $145 million investment, just Kumul alone. But we are hoping that in the phase 2 and phase 3 and 4 with the provisional license, and hopefully when we meet the requirements, we will be able to attract light industrial and heavy industrial people to come in and set up.
The licensing committee will reassess the application once all conditions are met, which may lead to granting to a full developer license or activation of incentives under the current provisional license. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Deputy Chief of Justice Ambeng Kandakasi, along with experts in the Papua New Guinea Judicial Services, facilitated a basic mediation skills training for 21 senior justice officials in Bougainville. The training focused on promoting peaceful conflict resolution by conducting dialogue rather than taking it through the court system. These trainings, supported by the Australian government, took place recently. In attendance were police, magistrates, village courts, correctional services, and the Department of Justice and Legal Services of the autonomous Bougainville government. Over 330 participants celebrated their graduation recently from an innovative community curriculum designed to combat sorcery accusations-related violence at the Wapanamanda district headquarters.
The ceremony, hosted by Divine Word University in collaboration with the Department of Justice and Attorney General, UNFPA, and COICA, marked a crucial moment in fostering understanding, unity, and resilience within the community. The initiative, which has run its pilot phase for 7 weeks, focused on equipping community members with essential knowledge about legal rights and responsibilities, empowering them to protect one another against the dangers of SAF. Through 62 engaging sessions, participants actively explored the theme, false stories with terrible consequences, shedding light on the impact of misinformation and fear. Program coordinator Anton Lutz said this event is more than just a graduation. It symbolizes a commitment to change and a belief that we have the power to end SAF. The effect of this initiative is already evident, as graduates are now advocating for the program's continuation and expansion, underscoring a collective desire for a safer, more informed community. Local leaders, including church representatives, government officials, police, and tribal elders, gathered to offer their support and blessings, echoing the shared vision of a peaceful future. This initiative cultivates good soil for positive change and exemplifies what can be accomplished when communities unite with courage and determination. Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
The 3 weeks of exercise Talisman Sabre 2025 in Papua New Guinea will officially end today after intensive training in high-end war fighting scenarios across Australia and part of it being extended to Papua New Guinea.
During the final activity of the exercise Talisman Sabre, Papua New Guinea, together with Australia and the United States Defense Forces, conducted joint personal recovery activity in different locations between Lae and Vivek. Chief of the Papua New Guinea Defence Force, Rear Admiral Philip Polevara, expressed Papua New Guinea is privileged to have hosted part of the exercise Talisman Cyber, especially at this time when the country heads into its 50th anniversary. The exercise extending to Papua New Guinea is a testament of maintaining regional stability as well as affirming the partnership and capacity building. Rear Admiral Philip Polevara said the lessons attained will be carried forward in the spirit of cooperation. Chief of the Australian Defence Force, Rear Admiral David Johnston, highlighted the opportunity of Australia working closely with international partners, bringing some of the positive impacts on responding to evolving strategic environment. He thanked the partner nations for contributing to making it happen and that everyone can be part of. Commander of the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command, Admiral Samuel Paparo, stated throughout the exercise, the combined forces have achieved many positive achievements. The forces were able to refine joint operational capabilities, integrating cutting-edge technology, together with enhancing abilities to conduct complex land, air, amphibious, and maritime operations. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum.
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. Holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
The all-new, powerful GWM Power. Book a test drive today and hop into Goroka Motors for a spin.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
Daytech, the largest communication technology solution and services provider in PNG. We have the best brands and huge range of products for students, home users, small and medium business, corporate and enterprises. At Daytech, we have sound business practices and strong affiliations with some of the largest technologies in the world. We offer large range of genuine HP inks and toners at competitive prices with mid-range to high-end printers to suit your environment. Check out our special offers at our retail shops today. Daytech, innovative solutions, value services.
Yes, there's negativity everywhere, but how can we change that perception?
Join us tonight at 7 as we hold discussions with PNG Christian Professionals Network, Inc.
Core mission is positive influence and leadership and positive influence. And we connect with our network members. Okay, we inspire them through our different programs.
That's on tonight. You're watching National EMTV News. The family of PNG Flag Designer, late Susan Karike, are calling for her to be recognized in all scheduled independence celebrations.
The people of May in Gulf Province community at Mosby South are urging the government to recognize late Susan Karike, the PNG Flag Designer, in this year's 50th commemoration. Late Susan Karike, as a young girl, designed the flag that has represented our country for half a century. It is a symbol that unites us from the mountains to the highlands. Yet for so long her contribution went without the proper recognition it deserved. Kimberly Katawa, a family member of late Susan Karike, stressed on honoring the people that built our country.
We, the people of late Susan Karike, feel it is perfect time to rectify this. We believe that this anniversary isn't just about celebrating the past, but also about honoring the people who built it.
She said remembering late Susan Karike's legacy is about ensuring that the stories of our heroes, particularly our unsung heroes, are never forgotten.
We also asked the government to put up a billboard so that Susan can be remembered. Some kind of a billboard that we can see Susan and remember that legacy that she is the flag designer.
Community member Michael Yapipi appealed to the member for Mosby South, Justin Tachenko, to include them in the Jubilee celebration to represent late Susan Karike.
50th anniversary, we can be a part and parcels of honoring that late Susan Karike's the designer of the flag. We want him to give us a space to go in there, slot us in the program.
The May people believe that by honoring her, we honor the spirit of our independence. Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
About 30 STEM students selected from the National Schools of Excellence are set to depart the country on August 15th to study at 3 universities in the United States.
These students were the top 30 who sat for the upper secondary school certificate and diploma in STEM examinations last year. They have been selected by the STEM committee for being the best in the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics courses, where they will study at South Dakota State University, University of North Dakota, and North Dakota State University. STEM consultant Jason Kopiap highlights on the number of students selected from each of the National Schools of Excellence to study in U.S.
PNG, we just begun, just like 2023, and we have a long way to go, and that's how we're going to take big PNG. We're going to learn from their technology. We have to learn from their medical technology and also in aviation and how we build roads and bridges and all this. And our students will be the best mechanical engineers that can qualify to work anywhere in the world. Be the best doctors. They become the aerospace engineer or biotechnologist or chemical engineering, and that's what our STEM students are going to study. They come back and they're going to bring the work culture and work ethics and the knowledge that they gain from USA, and they come here. They change our country.
Mr. Kopiap said the students will be interviewed as a group at the United States Embassy on Wednesday to receive their visas on Thursday. He said classes will begin on August 22nd, where he described it as a great help for PNG students to become the best in their fields.
For last year, it was fairly distributed. For this year, I saw the list. Majority came from Sugary and Pomnets, and then Wawin. Wawin, not many, maybe 1 or 2. Keravat, not many, 1 or 2. Passam, 3 or 4. but majority of our theory students are coming from Soguri and Soguri National School of Excellence and Port Moresby for this year, Port Moresby National School of Excellence.
Adding to the STEM scholars was STEM Development GESD Officer 5 Kererembo. Mr. Kererembo said other students from STEM subjects will also go to universities in India, China, Malaysia and Australia this year. He said 40 STEM students will go to India, 40 to China, 22 to Malaysia and 10 to Australia. He encouraged students to take such opportunities seriously and work hard. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, the 30 STEM students who are set to attend universities in the United States had their virtual orientation with former STEM students and international advisors on what to expect when they arrive in the United States.
This is to give the students a feeling of what it is like in the U.S. and to prepare them for cultural shock.
With the Education USA, that way we had the students from our former students actually, they are doing virtual orientation. Our students ask questions that what they will expect when they go to US, what to expect or some expectations that they need to have before they go, how the environment like, the school, all this. That way they are being informed and they don't want to have a cultural shock.
STEM consultant Jacob Kopiab said the orientation will prepare the students before they leave in the next 2 weeks. Mr. Kopiab said going forward, they will continue the orientation program to train the next batch of STEM students. He added, most of the STEM students have performed well and are on the Dean's list.
Even right now, we're having a lot of good positive news from them. They're all on Dean's list. If you get all the A's, you're on Dean's list, President's list. So that's what they are doing.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
The Central Students and Staff Association of the PNG University of Natural Resources and Environment conducted a 3-day outreach program from the 1st to the 3rd of August at Tubusera Village Primary School.
This was aimed at advocating sustainable practices of natural resources, empowering youths and engaging with communities. The initiative is to educate youths and other locals in the village across Central Province of the sustainable ways of using and managing the surplus natural resources found in the surrounding environment. With the support of the parents of the participants, the program brought together many participants all across Tubusera Village. PNG UNRE Central Students and Staff Association President Victor Sims highlighted the 3-day outreach program.
So on Friday, we talked to the Tubusera Junior High School students advocating for sustainable management and use of natural resources and the environment, and also talked about the courses offered back at our university. Later on Saturday, we had a rehabilitation program where we transplanted mangrove seedlings along the Tubusera coastline, specifically in Marupe Beach. And today we are here at the Tubusera United Church, engaging with the community.
He said the association is planning on doing this annually. The program successfully enhanced youth's mindsets in terms of climate advocacy and local environmental action. Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
A memorandum of understanding was signed recently to upgrade elementary teaching in Goroka province.
The Early Childhood Education MOU is to create avenue and pathway for elementary school teachers upskilling through early childhood learning diploma courses. Goroka Provincial Education Board, Commonwealth of Learning and our West Pacific Community Leadership Training Institute signed the MOU recently. This will see over 200 elementary teachers undergo early childhood education through open distance and flexible learning to align the pacing of 166 structure in place of 364 structure. Jiwaka Acting Education Program Manager Andrew Cook says they are in support of the initiative.
We want to set up the training center. We will have to go with them, meaning that we give them moral support.
The Early Childhood Education Executive Director Charlie Phillips says they need the support from the Education Department to assist them to roll out the program nationwide.
And we identified that ECE is one of the demanding course which is fitting as per the 160 structure of the Education Department.
He says the program is demanding and they have partners ready to fund the rollout. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
Divine Word University Medan campus came alive last night as students, staff and guests gathered at the St. John Paul Hall for the university's annual pageant crowning night.
Mr. FBI! Organized by University Student Representative Council, the event showcased talent, culture and creativity, bringing together contestants from different faculties in a celebration of diversity and student expression. Divine Word University President, Professor Father Philip Gibbs described the pageant as one of the important events on the university calendar. He said university life is not just about academics, but also about personal growth and transformation, and pageantry is one way students experience that. He congratulated all the contestants for taking part, stating that a pageant is not about winning or losing, but about showcasing talent. The guest of honor, former Miss Pacific Islands Leoshina Karia, also shared her experiences in pageantry. She said the platform helps young men and women step forward and grow as it supports causes such as building community projects, improving public speaking and boosting self-confidence. She congratulated the contestants for their efforts and encouraged them to keep growing in character and confidence. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the NASFund market report. The kina closed lower at 0.241 to US dollars in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying 0.2337 US dollars, 0.3589 Australian dollars, 0.1938 euro, 34.7 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed lower, copper closed lower, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading lower, copper closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading lower, the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay tuned.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFund. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
Tell him shorty come get it. Come grind on me, but me did it. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi, Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, bottle.
Nationwide polio immunization campaign will be conducted in August and September 2025 to immunize all children under 10 years, even if they have received polio immunization previously. The campaign will also create an opportunity to provide free integrated health services for eligible children, including vitamin A supplement, deworming tablets, and routine immunization against vaccine-preventable diseases. The first round will be implemented in mainland PNG provinces and later in the NGI region. Polio immunization will be carried out in health facilities by outreach and mobile teams and schools in your communities. Parents, caregivers, and community leaders, including lower primary school teachers, are strongly advised to ensure all under 10 years old children are brought for polio immunization. Remember, prevention is better than cure. Immunize your child. Act now.
This is a message from the Department of Health of Papua New Guinea.
You're watching National EMTV News. Trukai Industries Limited presented its 3-bedroom Bumbu Range kit home, valued at over 132,000 kina, to its Southern Region kit home winner today.
Iamo Regan from Wanigela village in the Abau district of Central Province was the winner of the kit home.
And we have a shop manager.
Whilst receiving the kit today, Mr. Regan said to receive such a housing kit costing a lot of money is a blessing.
Thank you very much. Me feel I'm a mask on some old man come now today or some me win him kit home. It's a blessing to me like some me receive him. I throw it 5 gold card. I mean me find him all, but there's 4 that me draw him all. And the number 5 one, me like draw him time, they collected the boxes and I didn't draw it. So on that day, that on March 27, when they called my name on 12 p.m., that night I couldn't sleep because it's it's like a present. Me like confirm him, so me go no, I said, me at me go on top office line now, me talk him on also him ID everything then. Me feel him was employ me time or talk him was they're gonna do the search after it, they let me know. After 3 days they did a search and they let me know time. Like it's a like surprising.
He said this kit will help him live a better life with his family, and he thanked Trukai Industries for their commitment in giving back to the communities.
And I want to say thank you to the Trukai company that only give him this blessing. So me find him big man and put him through Lord's company now. Me go receive him today. As you can see him, the home is that I'm living today is like I missed out for a second. But thank you to us now. I'm going up the level of life that you can experience in a lifetime.
The Roots Rice Win Your House Home promotion had the product's loyal consumers rushing to purchase their favorite rice in the hopes of winning a house. This promotion began on October 7, 2024 and ended on February 28, 2025, where consumers purchased a 10 kg Roots medium grain rice bag and filled out the entry form and dropped it into one of the entry bins at the 406 participating participating stores across the country. Draw for the Southern Region winner took place on March 27th at the Waigani Stop and Shop supermarket in Port Moresby. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Trans Beauty International plans to open more branches in some parts of the country.
General Manager Wayman Ho said the company plans to set up school for hairdressing with training of its in-house staff currently underway. Mr. Ho said beauty has evolved with the latest technology and products, which trends has improved in terms of customizing to skin type and hair. He explained on how the company customizes its products based on different hairstyles people require.
So some for braids, some for, like different hair condition, like a lot of Papua New Guineans have, dandruff. So we have created products for dandruff, and we have created OEM products for rasta or braiding, or, that's under our waves and curls category. So we are looking at branding more because we know what PNG wants.
Mr. Ho reiterated that with plans to go nationwide, the company is on track in terms of its vision.
To be nationwide, we need to be consistent with our quality. So quality in terms of services and all that. So we want to, like a lot of, and by doing that, we're gonna have a school to provide to train people to maintain our quality. Yeah.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
National government departments and agencies have entered agreements with the autonomous Bougainville government to gradually transfer functions to the ABG.
One of which is the signing of a memorandum of agreement between PNG Forest Authority and the Bougainville government. The MOA outlines a structured and practical way to transfer selected forestry powers and responsibilities under the Forestry Act 1991 to ABG from 2025 to 2030. This is a step forward in supporting Bougainville's autonomy aspirations. PNG FA has revealed this agreement ensures capacity building, strengthening systems, and ensuring that Bougainville has the tools and support it needs to manage its forest resources. Additionally, the MOA provides clear arrangements to guide the transition process. The signing took place at the PNG Forest Authority office and involved the PNG FA Managing Director, his executive team, and the ABG Chief Secretary and senior officials. Amanda Ilaitia, National EMTV News.
Moving to overseas news, Palestinians in the West Bank say Jewish settlers have been establishing small illegal outposts in Palestinian grazing land and are using their flocks to drive the local people away.
For centuries, the Jordan Valley has been traditional grazing land, but now Jewish settlers are using livestock to force Palestinians from their farms.
Just this way to try to terrorize them and not letting them go out and have their daily routine.
So he's using the sheep to block this family from taking their animals out.
Also to show them that he's controlling the area, that he's here, the boss in here. And we hardly have any measures to deal with it.
The Palestinian villagers here say this and other tactics are used to intimidate them, and more serious incidents happen nearly every day.
We feel ourselves besieged and psychologically exhausted. Filming us and coming back at night, causing problems, shooting, opening fire, throwing stones on the residents on the shacks, causing lots of problems here.
Because we're filming, the settlers call for backup. What's just happened is one of the settlement security people from a nearby Jewish settlement has come. He's well known here, and the residents are quite scared of what he might do. So what's happening here right now?
What's happening?
Yeah, what's going on?
You tell me.
I don't know, you came, you have a gun, I don't know who, like, so what's going on? They say that these people are bringing the sheep to intimidate the local people. Is that what's happening?
Sheep to intimidate?
Yeah, to block them.
Just to intimidate someone?
Yeah. Israeli peace activists are staying in the village, trying to help the locals.
In every time we have some incident with the Jewish terrorist, he will come first.
Why don't you tell me good morning?
I don't touch dirty hands with blood and whatever.
The teenagers don't want to talk to us. Could you explain we're from ABC, Australia? Do you guys want to talk to us? Tell us what's going on?
They put them in these posts to rehabilitate them. And this is called rehabilitating the settlers. This is how much they care about their own people.
Kiev has struck oil facilities deep inside Russia, while the Kremlin has continued to attack positions across Ukraine with drones and missiles.
A massive fireball was seen over a complex in the Samara region in southern Russia. Elsewhere, dozens of firefighters were called to extinguish a blaze Russia says was caused by a Ukrainian drone attack on an oil depot near the Black Sea resort of Sochi. Russia's military says it has shot down almost 100 Ukrainian drones over Russia and the Black Sea in the past day. In southern Ukraine, emergency services were quickly on the scene after a Russian missile strike on the city of Mykolaiv. At least 7 people were injured in the attack, which hit a residential area.
My leg was cut and bandaged. My back was torn. They were pulling me out from here, and the ceiling fell from this room. Rescuers were pulling me out of there, and it collapsed. The ceiling fell. They were pulling me out.
Russia is showing no signs of winding back its assault on Ukraine, despite the US president bringing forward his deadline for Vladimir Putin to agree to a ceasefire or face punishing sanctions on its trading partners. A top aide to Donald Trump has signalled out India because it buys oil from Moscow.
It is not acceptable for India to continue financing this war by purchasing the oil from Russia. People will be shocked to learn that India is basically tied with China in purchasing Russian oil.
Moscow's alliance with Beijing was on full display far from the front line over the weekend. The Chinese military held a joint naval patrol with Russian forces near the port city of Vladivostok. As the Trump administration's Friday deadline approaches, the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has again praised the US and partners for trying to end the long-running war.
The United States of America is ready to help. I want to thank them for that. Pressure on Russia can really work. It can work in such a way that they feel the consequences of prolonging the war.
The UK government is planning to evacuate injured children from Gaza and provide them with publicly funded treatment.
So under this new UK government scheme, which is likely to come into effect within the next few weeks, children in desperate need of care in Gaza, they'll be evacuated from the Strip, taken to the United Kingdom, and they'll be eligible for care within the taxpayer-funded NHS, the National Health Service. Now, 3 children have been brought across to the United Kingdom, but they're currently within the private healthcare system, and that was all organised through a private charity. This will allow for children to receive free healthcare in the United Kingdom. Now, a British government spokesperson has confirmed that Downing Street is looking to evacuate children in urgent need of care, and they're looking to do this as quickly as possible. Local media is reporting that about 300 children will be evacuated by the British government, and they'll be eligible for that free healthcare here in the United Kingdom. UNICEF, the United Nations charity, estimates that 50,000 children in Gaza have been either injured or killed since the outbreak of the war in October 2023. Now, this all comes amidst significant public and political pressure in the United Kingdom with MPs, government MPs, urging the Prime Minister to do more. In fact, one MP rallied about 100 of her colleagues and demanded the Prime Minister bring across 30 children who they believed were in desperate need of care. The United Government says it is doing more. It's teaming up with the Jordanian government to airdrop supplies into Gaza. It also says that if Israel does not agree to a ceasefire by a UN meeting in September, it will recognise Palestinian statehood.
In Australia, New South Wales Police have revealed Sydney's emergency warning system was activated yesterday for the first time in 20 years.
The word police have been using all morning is perilous to describe yesterday's march across the Sydney Harbour Bridge that saw more than 90,000 demonstrators. They've said that it isn't just luck that no one was killed or seriously injured throughout the demonstration, and that really comes from the fact that police say they were given very little time in order to organise what they've described as a mammoth logistical task. Now, we know that late last week, police issued a challenge in the New South Wales Supreme Court to the Palestinian Action Group, the main rally or the main organisers of Sunday's rally. Now, what they were effectively saying is that the group had asked for the Sydney Harbour Bridge to be shut for traffic on Sunday. The initial figure that they were using as part of their application was roughly 10,000 demonstrators, just to give you an idea of how large those numbers were, that they clearly took organisers by surprise as well. Now, late last week, police were really sticking to the narrative that they're still hammering home at the moment, particularly that they were really concerned about the safety of those large numbers of demonstrators, particularly concerned about the potential for a crowd crush. Now, on the day, we initially heard that a text message had been sent out across the Sydney CBD using geolocating technology that told demonstrators to await further instructions. Roughly an hour later, a second directive was issued by New South Wales Police to those taking part in the demonstration that effectively told them to turn around on the Sydney Harbour Bridge while they were making their way from the south side of the harbour to Milson's Point on the north side of the bridge. What we've heard from some of our reporters who were actually there at the scene is that that caused an element of confusion amongst those demonstrating, but police have gone as far as saying that they really were pleasantly surprised with the way that those taking part in the demonstration conducted themselves. They were also celebrating the police operation itself. Not only were there text messages being issued, but there were also police helicopters circling the Sydney Harbour Bridge, issuing those directives via louds.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Truka Sports. Details after the break.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Serving for over 25 years, the International Training Institute, ITI, is one of the leading higher education institutes accredited by DHEST. We offer diploma in business management, business accounting, marketing management, small-medium business management, human capital management, information communication technology, and tourism and hospitality management courses. Download our application from our website and apply now for July intake. Application is still open for July intake. ITI, investing in quality and affordable education for your future.
Get plenty nice plus smell. Bubblegum, lemon, orange, pine, na lavender. Now, you got new blow was moringa. You got was soap, blong family, blong Mary, na blong man.
Panamex PNG.
Proudly PNG made.
The GWM Tank 300 has all the amazing creature comforts you want. And it really loves going off-road. Hop into Goroka Motors for a spin. Book a test drive today.
Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Your stay, your house, your home.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
True Guy Sports.
Welcome to Truka Sports. The Croton Hela Wigman Rugby League Club is deeply saddened to announce the passing of its former player and current assistant coach, Benjamin Hetra. Hetra, who was also a former PNG Hunters, passed away while serving as Wigman's assistant coach. Hetra was a founding player and a long-serving captain who helped shape the foundation and legacy of the Wigman until his passing. The Goroka Lahanis have defeated the Hela Wigmen 22-14 over the weekend at the National Sports Institute in Goroka yesterday to end their Papua New Guinea National Rugby League Competition Round 16.
The Goroka Lahanis have defeated the Hela Wigmen 22-14 over the weekend at National Sports Institute in Goroka yesterday to end their Papua New Guinea National Rugby League Competition Round 16. The win marks a back-to-back home win for Goroka Lahanis following their 26-16 win over Late Tigers in Round 15, allowing them to solidify their fourth position on the points ladder. The Wigmen took on an early 16-6 lead in the first half of the match after PNG Kumul's legend Marcus Bai officially kicked off the match. It all came out with a dramatic start that paid for Wigmen's first 2 points match opener. However, the never-say-die spirit from the home side saw them bounce back even stronger in the second half with 3 unanswered tries that easily pushed them past Wigmen. Their commendable defensive effort kept Wigmen off the bay as the boys from Goroka gave their home fans something to cheer on for the week. The football action in Goroka also saw in the women's competition where Lahanis women's team and Central Dabaris were inseparable at full time with 12 points draw. Charlie Dumavi, Truka Sports.
We'll be back with more of Truka Sports. Stay tuned.
Truka Sports.
Chicken kebab dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
The all-new GWM Power has the best-in-class pulling power. Book a test drive today and hop into Goroka Motors for a spin.
What if every drop of waste oil you poured away could turn into something worse?
50,000 liters of oil is believed to have spilled into the sea.
Waste oil doesn't just disappear. It seeps into our rivers, poisons our land, and suffocates wildlife. Every drop counts, and every drop adds up. With Dunlop, we can recycle used oil to prevent this destruction. Recycling oil not only cleans our environment, but also reduces the need for new resources, saving energy and protecting ecosystems. Let us handle your waste oil and help protect our environment for generations to come.
Soft and lovely hair growth cream. The new way to nourish your hungry hair. The first hair growth cream with natural origins. No silicone, overload of nutrients, and incredibly melted texture that is instantly absorbed by your hair. Available at Trends Essential Beauty Shop in Bryant Bell Plaza, Gordon's, and Eliseo Rainbow, Trends Salons, and all retail shops near you.
Yes, there's negativity everywhere, but how can we change that perception?
Join us tonight at 7 as we hold discussions with PNG Christian Professionals Network Inc.
Core mission is positive influence and leadership and positive influence. And we connect with our network members. Okay, we inspire them through our different programs.
That's on tonight.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Truka Sports. Moving to overseas sports, and in tennis, Australia's Alexis is through to the quarterfinals of the Canadian Open after he defeated American Frances Tiafoe.
One of my other favourite players, the world number 8, went a set and a break up, but Frances Tiafoe, he fought back, but our own demon, he held on for a win in the deciding set, 6-2, 4-6, 6-4, and I'm pleased to say the defending champion, Alexei Popyrin, he's also in the quarterfinals.
That's all for Truka Sports. The Money Plus Weather Report is next. Stay with us.
High Sports. True Kai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Welcome to Kokopo Beach Bungalow Resort in the heart of Kokopo. Nestled along the coastline with breathtaking views of the islands and volcanoes, we invite you to share this tropical island paradise with us. For your next business trip, leisure or marine adventure, call Kokopo Beach Bungalow Resort to discuss your escape on 982-8788 or visit us on www.kbb.com.pg. Escape, explore, enjoy.
The GWM Tank 500 has a super luxurious interior with 7 family-friendly seats, and it really loves going off-road. Book a test drive today and hop into Goroka Motors for a spin.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy. Daro, cloudy periods with few showers. Kerema, cloudy periods with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Alotau, cloudy periods with possible few showers. Popondetta, partly cloudy.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Monday, the 4th of August, 2025. Be sure to join me for In Focus after this. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.